After my shot, August 2021, my life changed extraordinarily. My health was basically ripped from me. After my first shot, 3 days later, I woke up with a muscle spasm in my right rib that just would not get out. It felt like it was a knife inside, it was burning, intense brain fog. I went from a professional dancer with the Pussycat Dolls about to go on tour. COVID stopped that, but I was fit and healthy, to someone who sometimes can't get out of bed. And I've just been diagnosed with vaccine-induced lupus, and life is painful. And in my heart, I'm willing to risk my reputation so this doesn't happen to anyone else. I just don't, in my heart, feel like it's right to not speak out. I'm not trying to create vaccine hesitancy, but I do want to spread awareness that this is happening and that people are suffering from adverse events. Not everyone, and I think investigations need to be in order to see what's going on so this doesn't happen to anyone else. So I have been speaking out for many, many years. Number one, because I became so ill. Number two, I was watching the people around me in the injured community. There's no time on their hands. You know, the time is ticking and they need medical care now. We can't wait 10 years. Like, it is a critical humanitarian crisis that we're dealing with. So for me, as scary as it was to speak out, I kind of just put my career aside and put humanity first, because we're forgetting about this community that's suffering in silence, and we're ostracized from society because of adverse reactions to this technology.
The vaccine injury-induced lupus, when was that diagnosis given?
About 7 months ago, I was getting markers for autoimmune, and then finally my doctor's like, this is what it is. We finally have some sort of diagnosis, but it's a multi-system situation, injury, mast cell activation, long COVID symptoms where it's brain fog and fatigue, and my skin hurts, and I flare in my rib cage, and in my hands and feet, and my eyelids are heavy, and it just feels like my body has completely been hijacked by this technology, and it's been a little over 3.5 years now.
Given the promise of this relatively new technology, I'm just wondering if this whole ordeal has affected your attitude toward other vaccines.
It's definitely piqued my interest to understand the technologies and how they work, because I do believe in the technology in hindsight, right? But I will not blindly trust the medical system ever again after what happened to me, right? I'm not anti anything. I'm just anti being sick, and I don't want our children to be harmed, by any means. And for me, informed consent is imperative. I think we need to have informed consent and know what you're getting into. The vaccine companies don't have liability. They're protected. And so you just have to know that this is a possibility. So you have to decide yourself if it's worth it or not.